The time is now. It's back to the rhymes. It's like, wow, he's back to the rhymes. I'm in the booth, straight dropping dimes. Clark Kent, Daily Plant, the Metropolis Times. I write these raps while I'm under the gun. I see you back to get you some. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut rap. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. Man, I have a special guest that I hope doesn't make an appearance, and I won't say anything else except let's see if that happens. Saw him zoom by here a moment ago. Stay away, pal. All right. School Us album sales. And of course, we're talking about this right here. Ah, man, I forgot to put my man's card up there. I'm just going to save it to next week. I'm going to see it. I thought about it and I forgot about it. I thought about it and I forgot about it. Is that the rhyme? What was that? That's the album. Now, I'll say in connection to that album, let me go forward because it will come up. But it's related to the album. Let me just talk about. I did make an offer this week, but nothing came of it because that person didn't have a CD player. But I will get back to that. All right. This has made a great connection. I already met the fellow, not officially, but Raven over there at Mosaic likes hymns. He likes what would we say? I don't know if you want to call it classic country or the real country or whatever. He knows a lot of the. He played. He talked about a 12 pedal and all this. So anyway, Tom, I found somebody. He's interested to do something to make music, and so it's just a matter of us. I think we need to get together, three of us, and have a discussion because I think he could. He's interested and willing. So that was really cool, and he really likes music and has a real appreciation for the history, like of country, for instance. And again, he's another one of these guys that says, "Yeah, today what they call country is not country." What did he call the older country? Traditional, classic. Then he said outlaw country, and then I don't know. It's just different, right? I need to ask these guys when did that change. I do recall I wasn't a country fan at the time, but Garth Brooks and his I don't know. I remember there being discussions about what he was doing being kind of poppy or something. As far as something, I don't even know. So again, it's an interesting thing I hear, and I'm trying to learn more about it. But in the end, we want to make a country song. When at this fly, at least I could see myself. This fly can't end up on my head. Oh, that's a secret guest. Without me knowing it. All right. So, anyways, so that was really a big deal. So I see him somewhat often. That could change. I could change my work situation slightly here coming up, but and I don't think I'll be going there as much. We'll see. It's still about 30 to 50% of the time I'm going by the Mosaic there. All right. So the YouTube channel. So with Noah's help, this is crazy. This is crazy. And I should at least have my hat with me. Why didn't I grab my hat? What do I even have to take this guy out with? See, you want action? You got it. How do you even get in? We got a screen. So he helped me get my album that I showed you up on YouTube. My daughter was really wanting me to do that, and I'm glad I did, and I'm thankful for her to encourage that strongly. And we're gonna have to celebrate with having a pizza party. By the way, gotta have a pizza party to celebrate this feat. And I'm gonna hook up Noah and Lilia, his daughter, and Natalie gets to have some, and I'll eat some pizza. Then we'll all celebrate. at Sorelli's. That's where we went last time. That's out there in Mount Lake Terrace area. Okay, so anyway, got the video, the album put up. Already had a few of the songs up, so it's just some that got done. And we used the album cover for a few of the songs we already had. So those are re-released. Like No Hope and Keep On Dreaming now has the album cover. There's still the version with the inside the CD jacket picture. I meant to look up my No Hope on my other channel just to see where that's at, but I forgot. So, but the big news to me was of all the songs I put out there, He's Coming for His Rainbows, the most played. Wow. And that's interesting because my song I'm going to start working on is related to that next step of that. Yeah, I was really excited to see that. So it's got 27 views. That puts it in the top 20 all time of my videos over a close to 5-year period, I guess. And I'm at about 250 videos right now, and it cracked the top 20 in 3 days. So that's exciting. No promotion, nothing. So it didn't go on. I didn't continue. Somebody saw it, and a few people saw it, and I guess I could have checked to see if there was thumbs up. I didn't get a notification of a comment or anything, but it's cool. That's the one controversial song, I would say, for that kind of hangs a few people up, but I think others appreciate it, and that's fine. And I'm not aware of a song like that, and I'm glad to offer that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was never played, maybe once or twice on SoundCloud, never noticed anything. So, and there you go. So that was cool. That was super cool. I was super excited about that. TikTok is by far the best right now for me as far as social media. Not really much happening on Instagram or YouTube Shorts. My short little video I did today, I think it was a pretty good performance. I did see I got a like on TikTok by somebody right off the bat, so that's cool. I guess I should still work on updating the profile, but I'm still leaving it up to my daughter to I want her to direct that. I see it. I see that my profile isn't showing, and man, with Noah, things were happening fast. We got all that stuff done. Any obstacle can be overcome for sure. So there you go. I think I'll leave it at that. Rules of engagement, nothing to say. Bellevue Ballers. So just my job and tending to that. Really darn near impossible right now, but I'm 2 to 4 weeks away from getting done with this re-entry into carrying mail and having the choice to be on the overtime list, having the choice to go to different stations. So once that happens, there should be some more action in that department. Definitely there will be. For the time being, I'm just hanging in there because it's just like everything on my days off get just booked, slammed, maxed. Can't get to physical therapy hardly, barely. And so anyway, and another thing that will affect my schedule is the possibility of having a procedure. First platelet-rich plasma, and then possibly a surgery on tendonitis, perennial tendon under my ankle. So that affects my everything, but we'll just see what that looks like. So I suspect if I can't work for a period, I'll have more time to work on music. So, or if I have to take a full week off, I can't even go to an office. See, I don't even have like a newspaper or something. Let's see what I got here. It's bad, man. I'm so unprepared. I gotta do better than this. What's this? Oh, I forgot my mom bought me this map. Man, I forgot about this. I got a map all the states. I love looking at these. All right, so so that's a factor. So now let's continue. I just give you these updates because it has to do with how's your music going. Well, and I'll continue, but it's a lot of it has to do if I'm just maxed. I'm just like I said, things do happen even as a maxed person. Music for Back to the Rhymes, and that's really. I'm going to talk to Alaron. I'm going to see him. Maybe we can record, maybe not. I got to remember to bring my notebook. Hope it's over here. It's got to be there. And just record something. It's just really funny. Here I am. I gave him money. He's ready to record, and I'm not. And the guy gave us the money. He can't even do anything. It's pretty bad. Then I've got some money from Alex. And again, I better call him before I see Alaron and just see what we're doing. So that's it. I just don't know what exactly is going to happen. But something can happen. He can record and I can publish or I can put it out or whatever, All right. So next is merch. Nothing to really share about that except I'm wearing it. See, I don't even have to show you it. I've got it on. It's one of my shirts I wear. Trump's going to thump. It was probably this week I saw Steve Bannon talking about, what do you say, Trump being called by God to, force of nature, whatever. I don't know what the deal is with that, So in the polls, he's 4 times higher than anybody. It's really a joke. And realistically, debates are fun and all, but what's the point? Because if he's there for the debate, and remember he missed one last time. I do remember that. There was some stupid thing they did, and he didn't show up, and it's almost like, what's the point of watching it, right? So, but they're all going to be going after him, and if he's not there, they'll go after him too. So he's so used to it though that he'll just knock him down. So that's it. Nothing to talk about with that song right now. So You Will Be Glorified. I was going close to Richard and Rashad's church, and I was thinking, man, I've never followed up with them. I do need to talk to them I met Raven there at Mosaic. There's another guy. So I could see there's some pieces coming together, especially with him and Mosaic, and really it's all there, Mosaic. But that was huge for me to talk to him. I'm really thankful. I should remember to put his card up for my thumbnail next week. He does ironwork of some kind, like art. But the reason I want to say that is because a lot of people have the ability to collaborate. They don't have an interest, it seems, or something. I don't know what that is. Maybe they're busy or they think they are. But this guy was open. No, nothing. And it's like, that was so refreshing. I've got, when I work with Alaron, I'm just like, it's taken a long time to find some people like this, but it's like slowly but surely finding people who are open and available, and I don't have to pay them like big bucks up front necessarily. Alaron, I can work with that. If I run out with him, but we'll do something. But I'd even support what he's doing, whatever. That's what I was talking about. It's like artists supporting artists. However, that's the kind of thing I'm hoping to become a part of, so, and do more of. So that's all. So I do need to check in with them and see. All right. I don't think I have anything to say in particular. About current events or anything, nothing big. So I will just go ahead and get back to the rhymes. We're going to go to this, which is a political type song. And it's like I said, I look at it, I'm like, oh man, why am I doing this? But sometimes I feel convicted to write stuff, and then other times I feel like, I don't know, but I've already committed to it, so therefore I'm going to continue with it, right? So, because we're talking about a very small percentage, and we're talking about, so from gay to they, that's what's called, right? And so really, um, again, any person could observe this kind of stuff and see. We're talking about people who would be the opposite of Mr. or Mrs. Popular in school, let's say. By the way, I was listening to, in our business, we have testimonials and stuff. And the fellow was a specialist in dental. I think he did root canals. And he mentioned that it was patients that were in high school. If you talk to a high schooler who was just at public school, they would just look at their phone. And what's your biggest challenge in school? And is it the academics? Oh, no, it's the social. Every single one would say that. So that's your public school high schooler. Now, when he had a patient that was homeschooled, puts the phone down, stands up, shakes his hand, and introduces himself. So, how many of these guys are homeschooled who could put their phone down, stand up, and shake their professional root canal specialist, doctor's hand, and look them in the eye or whatever, is calling themselves a they, right? So there's correlations here. There's something happening here. And you go into these mega, big schools. High schools are big oftentimes. My daughter goes to a very small school. So it's not enough people to even really have a clique. You might have a pair of friends or something. She's running into that a little, but it's not. Fringe. It's hard to be fringe when there's so few people, right? Everyone's included because it's too small to exclude anybody. So that's all. And just that's it. It's like anybody, like if they had lots of like tattoos or gauges or piercings or whatever, they're kind of showing their pain to the rest of the world. They're saying to all of us, we're hurting, we're in pain. That's what they're saying. I don't think they necessarily believe in this stuff. It's just they feel accepted, of course, and recognized, and that's huge. Because you go from never being recognized to finally being recognized. Cool. Someone supports me. Great. So there's that aspect of it. Yeah, the aspect that's bad, of course, is it's anti-God. It's anti-nature. It's all that. These are all. No, I'm not saying anything that any thinking person can't understand, but the thing is, when I made the song "He's Coming for His Rainbow," I never heard of a they, and now we're at they, and so I think 10 years from now, what will it be? Things we can't even imagine. I guess. AI is coming out and all this stuff, and who knows? So, so it's like it's kind of hard. You don't want to put all this time into this kind of stuff, but it is what it is. It's just kind of to say that things, and I did do some research. I think I mentioned last time on the progressive movement and stuff, and it really started as, from what I can tell, is you got people leaving agriculture, coming to industry, and you have industries that grew overnight, and the people who started those businesses became incredibly wealthy, and the rest of the people weren't a part of it for the most part. And so that's kind of like the real passion behind this stuff. And then they take on because they have coalitions of disgruntled people, and they just bring them all together, right? So, all right. So let's see. How shall I start this? What gay to they? I guess I can start. I think of from day to day. I'll just say this: from day to day. And I also should say, politically speaking, my daughter's starting to find stuff that she's starting to find maybe people that are younger people that are talking about politics that has started to interest her. And she's always agreed with what I had to say, but now she's like, yeah, that's someone speak kind of her language, and it's really cool. It's really cool. All right, from day to day, what's there to say? But there's no way I should look up like that. I wish I could get an English teacher or something to speak to this. There's no way a single person can be a they. Can be a they. I'm telling you, I'm not good at grammar. They is plural. He is actually, let's try it like this. She is singular. He is singular. He is above all. Let's talk about God, right? He is above all. What human wants they credit? Now, see how, and I think I did this before. They credit, their credit, right? Because now, if you mess around with the language, their, you know, their would that person should get their credit, right? But if I say it like that person should get they credit is a little slang. Now I'm saying they playing around, right? Okay. What human wants they credit? All the time trying to edit. Human Okay, I want to try something here. Human history. I'm going to look up a word. I don't know if this will work. I want to try something. But what is a hysterectomy? What is that? I'm just going to look. I just want to know what that is. because I am not a doctor and I'm not a woman. I believe there's something to do with something. Okay. So let's look into this. I hope I can even spell it right. And I might not go with it. I'm kind of putting myself out here a little bit, but why not? Okay. Okay. Histero hysterectomy. Okay. Total or partial surgical removal of the uterus. All right, that's what a hysterectomy is. What's the uterus? I've heard of it. I just don't know exactly what that is. And if that makes me ignorant, I apologize. I'm trying to educate myself. Okay. Kind of have a sense of what it is, but I'd like to know for sure. Uterus. A pear-shaped muscular organ of gestation that's located in the pelvic cavity of female mammals and receives and holds the fertilized ovum during the development of the fetus and the principal agent in its expulsion at birth. That's number one. Number two, a part of the female reproductive tract in many invertebrates that is similar to the uterus, serving as a repository for the storage or development of eggs or embryos. But let's focus on the first one. Holds a fertilized ovum. What's an ovum? Ovum. Let's find out what an ovum is. That word I just can't say I've ever heard. See, that's why I like about the dictionary. You could go from one word to the next word, and you're learning all the time. That is not a word I could say I've ever said before. All right. I don't want to run out of time. I want to get this rhyme down here. But I figure I better at least learn what this is. Ovum, the female reproductive cell of animals. All right. So, fertilized ovum during the development of the fetus, principal agent is expulsion. Anyway, it has to do with reproduction. Clearly, only a woman can do that, right? All that the time trying to edit human history. And a hysterectomy is total or partial removal of the uterus, right? All the time trying to edit human history and give it a hysterectomy. Right. Tell me. All the time trying to edit human history and give it a hysterectomy. How's that for a rhyme? Like I said, I wasn't exactly sure, but I thought that could work. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop there on my rhymes. Hope you all enjoyed what you heard. We're all trying to learn this stuff, right? Because we got to be able to talk some sense to people who got a very low amount of it. Till next time.